In the USFL playoffs, Birmingham's schedule conflicts and does not play the championship. Due to a scheduling conflict with the 2022 World Games, which will take place over 10 days in July in Birmingham, the playoff and championship games for the United States Football League's inaugural season will be played in Canton, Ohio, home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. League officials confirm 8 USFL teams will still play 40 regular season games in Birmingham, as was announced in late January. Most of the games will be played at 45,000 seat Protective Stadium, with between 8 and 11 games to be played at Legion Field. Read more on USFL. Years from now, 2022 will be talked about as the year sports changed Birmingham. How USFL came to Birmingham and almost didn't. Birmingham deal brings SWAC, Coach Prime, to Legion. First game of Birmingham-based USFL will be simulcast on Fox, NBC. Reggie Bush visits AG Gaston Boys Girls Club, promotes USFL. League officials said it will fulfill all previously agreed upon contractual obligations with the Birmingham Jefferson Civic Center and Legion Field, including hotel night. The USFL's postseason games will be played at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, starting with the semifinals on Saturday, June 25. The championship game will be played on Sunday, July 3. The change of venue was necessitated because the opening ceremonies of the World Games has long been slated to begin on July 7 at Protective Stadium. The 4-day gap after the scheduled date of the USFL's championship did not allow for preparation, including setup and rehearsal. We're excited to play our first playoffs and championship game at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, said Edward Hartman, USFL Executive Vice President, Business Operations. It's a beautiful stadium with all the facilities necessary to host football at the highest level, and we look forward to crowning our first champion in the shadow of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Birmingham officials have long known of the possibility that playoff games might be rescheduled, according to the league. Back in November 2021, the logjam nearly thwarted plans for the Fox Sports-owned league to play its inaugural season in Birmingham in an incubator format. Lots of good faith, spiced with much angst, was tossed around for several days as officials debated whether that window allowed enough time to rehearse, set up, and otherwise prep for that all-important night. A night featuring perhaps the most stellar lineup of entertainers to grace a single stage in Birmingham. A night when much of the $3 million budgeted for the game's opening and closing ceremonies will be spent. Key figures on both sides remained entrenched in their positions until all were made comfortable that both the championship game and the opening ceremonies would be accommodated to ensure the success of both. It all needs to be orchestrated, said World Games CEO Nick Sellers said. We'll all work together. The Birmingham Stallions and the New Jersey Generals will kick off the 10-week regular season on Saturday, April 16, at 6:30 p.m. at Protective. The game will be broadcast live simultaneously on NBC and Fox, thus being the first scheduled sports event to air at the same time on competitive broadcast networks since Super Bowl I on CBS and NBA on January 15, 1967. The remaining USFL teams, split into two divisions, are the Houston Gamblers, New Orleans Breakers, and Tampa Bay Bandits, and Michigan Panthers, New Jersey Generals, Philadelphia Stars, and Pittsburgh Maulers.